Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to have a look at some of the trees I've been purchasing. My birthday approaching, my wife asked me what I might like for a gift, and I said a bonsai tree. I know, shocker. And I went to Peter and I gave him a budget, and at the time he had this tree. This tree originally was his tree. He sold it to some other guy who didn't really do much with it, as you can see, and it came back to him, and I purchased a tree from Peter again. So it's triple trunk Kabadachi, Acer palmatum, or mountain maple. What we're going to do is, we've left it in this training pot here because the training pot that it was in was very small and it had been left in there and obviously became quite weak in places. So, you know, we'll get it in this bigger pot, feed it heavily, and we'll let it run through the season, and then in autumn we'll go in and we'll cut back in places, and we should get back budding, and then that way we can build the tree where we need to. Future with this tree, I really would like to show this tree. It's going to be a special tree, very special tree. Never thought I'd own something like this, but yeah, I'm just chuffed to bits. Another variety that I've wanted for a very long time is an Itoigawa, and I managed to get this from Herons, and it turned up today, and I thought it was pretty reasonable for what it was. They did have them at Expo, but I'd spent quite a bit of money, and at the time I didn't have the budget for it. Got a lot of plans for this piece of material. I won't give out too much information as to what I want to do with it, but I'm very pleased that I've got one in my possession, and I think there's lots of potential. This is another variety that I've wanted for a few years now, and it's a Dwarf H Cyprus, and it's a Seca, and I got it for a pretty good deal as well. And I bought this from David Cheshire. I only recently slip potted it into this pot here. Came in a little plastic draining pot, and I just didn't believe that it was getting enough air going underneath the pot, so I slip potted it into this, and I think it's going to be a little bit more comfortable than the other one. I'm not going to really do a lot to this tree, but this potentially will be going, just to try and give it that more compact look. And I know they're quite slow growing. I'm not too bothered about inverse taper as I might be with other varieties, and I kind of like the whole look of it as it is. I don't want to do too much to it. I think it might ruin it if I start taking bits off. So this next maple I purchased at Expo. I was walking around with a guy called Chris from my bonsai club and Josh from Herons Bonsai, and they spotted it. Instantly thought, that's an awesome little tree, and it's perfect for a project which I'm currently in the middle of working on, and I will show you that in a minute. Kahimi, I believe, is quite a slow growing variety. I don't know a lot about it yet. Given it its first couple of lots of liquid fertiliser, I'm just letting the tree grow really. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, I'm going to have to make sure that this scars over properly. There's another couple of cuts which are quite harsh as well, so I will rectify that. But apart from that, the plan with this tree again is to just let it grow freely. No point in rushing into it. I'm very chuffed with this little tree, and I can see a great future. Potentially could be another tree that I'll be showing. So over the last few months I've spent quite a bit of time with Mark Morland, who is the guy that's responsible for Heathrow Bonsai Show and the Expo. And he's into shohin trees, and he shows them in such a way that is very intriguing to me, and he's kind of given me a bit of a bug. As you can see, I've already started working on trying to get a little collection together to potentially put into a show. Still a long way to go. Got a little Zelkova forest that I put together earlier this year because I had some seedlings that I started a few years back. Had quite a few more than that, but yeah, we had issues with vine weevil. These were the surviving ones, so they went into a small group like that. What I need to start doing now is looking into some kind of stand. So I think potentially later on down the line, I might take you along that journey of trying to build a stand, or along with the help of someone maybe build a stand, and we're going to go through that whole process of what's going to be involved. And then later down the line, like I said, I can potentially try and start to show like Mark does. I think I'm definitely heading in the right direction for it. Let me know what you think of them. So if you like that little video, if you could just hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, if you could subscribe, that would be awesome. Thanks to everyone that already supports me. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.